Hello everybody, my name is Elia.
And my name is Tyler. Together we make up Kovray, a couple that loves to play board games.
And we love to play board game on Earth.
Or we like to play the board game called Earth.
And we're here to tell you about the newest expansion, Earth Animal Kingdom.
Ooh.
How exciting!
Earth Animal Kingdom is an expansion to the Earth base game, and it's of course designed by Max and Tardif, published by Inside Up Games, who help sponsor this video.
Let's start off with an overview of what Earth is. Earth is an engine building game in which you'll play cards and take actions to score the most victory points by building the most vibrant ecosystem. You'll start the game off by selecting island, climate, and ecosystem cards to determine your starting cards and resources, abilities, and personal scoring objective. On your turn, you'll select an action, choosing to plant, compost, water, or grow. You'll earn the major benefit if it's your turn, and if it's not, you'll receive the minor benefit of the action chosen. You'll be engaged in the game regardless of whose turn it is. The action selected will give you the opportunity to draw cards, expand your island, acquire soil, which is used to plant cards, gather sprouts, compost cards, and place growth on your cards, all to score victory points. Now at the end of each action, all players will activate the abilities matching the action on their grid, starting from the top left, moving to the bottom right, and taking the actions on your player board as well. Now this is the engine building aspect of the game. The more cards you acquire that match the action, the more you'll be able to do throughout the game. You'll keep playing until one player has completed their 4x4 grid of cards. You'll make sure everyone takes equal turns and proceed to final scoring. You'll score points for each of your cards, add or lose points from your event cards, gain a victory point for each card in your compost pile, 1 victory point for each sprout in your tableau, score your trunks and canopies, your terrain cards and ecosystem card, and of course the leaf tokens on the fauna board. You'll tally the points and the player with the most wins.
And that's Earth. What does the Animal Kingdom expansion bring to the table?
Well, to put it simply, animals.
So obvious.
In this box, there's 36 double-sided animal cards that feature global and animal abilities, along with 56 meeples to bring your game of Earth to life.
With the expansion, you'll also find more sprouts and canopies, which you'll simply just add to the base game. Before we dive into the specifics of the animal cards, let's talk about some icons and effects that you'll come across in this expansion.
Now you may be familiar with some of these if you've played the Abundance expansion. Now this icon represents a used leaf. One has been placed on the fauna board or converted. This icon right here represents a canopy in your tableau. This one represents a seed. It's only applicable if you're playing with the Abundance expansion. And finally, this one means that only other players may gain the benefit, meaning you're not included.
And with that out of the way, let's look at all the animals that this expansion has to offer and what mechanically they bring to the table.
Let's do it. Well, all the cards feature a global ability. One card at random will be drawn at the start of the game and placed to the left of the player with a start player token. This card will be activated each time a player token is passed from the last player in turn order to the starting player, essentially once per round. Now there's 4 types of global abilities.
The first one gives you the opportunity to convert resources. An example of this is the ring-tailed lemur. This gives you the choice to convert a certain number of sprouts from a mushroom into a certain number of soil tokens.
The second type is those that allow you to produce resources, like the tarsier. You'll gain sprouts based on the number of terrain cards in your tableau.
The next type gives you the chance to re-trigger abilities in your tableau. The ball python, for example, allows you to reactivate a growing ability in your tableau.
And finally, the cards will help you score victory points, just like the jaguar. This card will allow you to place sprouts on your island for each floor in your tableau with an animal in its name. You'll score points for those sprouts by the end of the game. These abilities are optional, and if a choice is presented to you, you can choose independently of what other players choose to do.
Fun fact, global abilities are the only way that you'll ever be able to put tokens onto your island card. There's no limit to the number that can be on there, and the unfortunate thing is there's no way to get them off either. So they're permanently stuck. That means they can't be converted, stored, or moved.
No.
I guess they're stored, not spent though.
Now let's discuss the animal abilities. At the start of the game, each player will receive 4 animal cards. You'll then choose to keep 1 card if you're playing the beginner or standard difficulty, or 2 if you want to play the advanced difficulty. The remainder of the cards will be returned to the box.
The abilities on the cards will be utilized anytime you use a leaf. either by placing it on your fauna board or discarding it entirely from the game. The animal abilities are optional, and if you're playing the advanced difficulty, you'll have the chance to activate one or both of your animals.
Now the anim meeples are not placed into your tableau until you activate your animal for the first time. The initial placement will count as one movement for the purpose of the interpreting abilities. Anim meeples may move in addition to their abilities. This movement is always considered optional, but will be often beneficial to your game. The type of movement you'll see is move up to, where you'll move orthogonally through your grid up to a certain amount of movements. You cannot backtrack and you must always move through spaces with cards on them. Gaps cannot be moved through. Move to, which will give you the chance to move to a specific card that meets a specified condition. Or move exactly. Partial movement is not allowed in these cases.
Now after moving, you'll resolve the animal abilities. Like the global abilities, there are 4 different types that you'll run into.
Let's talk about them. There's ones that will convert resources. The capybara, for example. For each capybara in your tableau, you'll remove a sprout from their occupied bush. You'll gain growth split any way between the occupied bush and the 8 adjacent flora.
Next, we have animals that produce resources, like the Eurasian hoopoe. This animal will produce 4 growth split any way between the newly occupied flora and the 8 adjacent flora.
Next, we have the animals that re-trigger abilities. Now the saltwater crocodile is an example. You'll activate any watering abilities that the saltwater crocodile has moved onto this turn, and then you'll also draw a card.
Lastly, we have animals that grant endgame scoring opportunities, just like the reindeer here. When the reindeer moves to a tree in your tableau, you'll remove all sprouts from the newly occupied tree and place them here, scoring you points at the end of the game. The only way to place resources on this card is from using the animal's ability.
And that's the animals. Now if you're playing with abundance, you'll also add the chipmunk and the proboscis monkey to the game. These animals are only to be included if playing with the abundance expansion, as their abilities use seeds.
The other difference when you're playing with the abundance expansion is that when you discard or convert a leaf, you may activate your animal ability and gain a seed.
Yay, seed. And that is Earth Animal Kingdom. Now, if you are curious about this game, you can check out the Kickstarter down below. We'll click that link. You can read, you can see all the animals, you can see what's up with the Animal Kingdom and the Earth Project, and learn more about this game from the Kickstarter project.
And if you found this video helpful, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button if you're new here, because we love chatting board games.
Now, you've seen some of the animals. For our question of the day, what animal would you love to see in Earth Animal Kingdom?
Is it your favorite animal? Is it a specific animal because you think it would be cool to have an ability based on it? What is
Maybe
it?
you just want to learn a little bit more about the animals, because there is that fun flavor text.
Fun flavor text. Let us know your answers down in the comments below, and until next time, we'll see you later.
Bye!